Welcome to Kaizer Chiefs here to Network. I'm your host, Piwe Matswani. In today's videos, I'm going to be talking about Kaizer Chiefs. Of course, they have replaced Nabi with his translators or with his assistant coaches whom he recruited to come to South Africa. And before I talk about that, let me congratulate Bafana for making it to the World Cup or making it to America after 24 years. The last time that they made it, the last time that they qualified themselves to the World Cup was in 2001. So congratulations. I'm sure that would be something powerful, something great, something awesome, because they've saved jobs for a lot of people and they've created jobs. They don't know how powerful and how impactful them qualifying for the World Cup is. So congratulations to Bafana, congratulations to Coach Hugo Bruce, congratulations to Helman Kelele, congratulations to the entire technical team, the kit managers, the security guard, congratulations to Safa, who has really improved in terms of, if you look at the under 17, if you look at the under 20s, if you look at Bafana, the boys have been doing well and they've went in a streak of not losing for such a long time. So congratulations to the boys. Now getting to the matters at hand, Kaizer Chiefs are going to play Simba in the CAF Cup or the CAF Confederation preliminary rounds, which are going to be before the group stages. It is a final. It is 2-leg games where they need to win. They are going to play Simba first leg this coming Saturday. So you know, Chiefs, they did go to the final of the CAF, but when you look at the team that is playing now, majority of the players do not have that feel. Obviously, they had Happy Mashiane, who is on loan right now to Skukune, who unfortunately he created a foul when they were playing against Al Ahly, and unfortunately it was a 0-0 game. He got a red card. Second half, they were out of the game because Al Ahly came strong and they scored 3 goals, which made them win the CAF. It was going to be obviously a difficult thing for them to recover psychologically. If you go back, you understand the problems that Kaizer Chiefs had are not just ordinary problems. The problems that Kaizer Chiefs had, they have coaches who came, 10 coaches before Nabi, who won them a trophy. 10 coaches. In the past 10 years, they had not won anything. So they had the likes of Steve Compella, who came immediately after Stuart Baxter, who went to finals. He did go to a final against Mamelodi Sundowns, lost, got 2 penalties but lost, went to a final against Ajax Cape Town when Ajax Cape Town was still playing the PSL and lost that final, and things just went downward spiral from there. But they did try to redeem themselves when NS Middendorp came. NS Middendorp came, he played the entire season being number 1 on the log. Unfortunately, what happened was he was knocked out the last 30 minutes of the season. He was knocked out the last 30 minutes of the season by Sundowns, whom, if they had not knocked them out, they would not have this 8 seasons or 8 titles. On that particular season, it is the season where there was a bubble, there was COVID, and they were not playing. So they lost the season. They removed NS Middendorp. I do not know why the management of Chiefs did that. They removed NS Middendorp, and after that, we know what happened. They put Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart did tell them that I do not have the squad depth. I do not have players to play in the PSL. But these players can push in CAF. He worked. They went out of the group stages. After going out of the group stages, they went. They played the quarterfinals. Then they played the quarterfinals. Obviously, because of CAF, most of the time you need squad depth to play in CAF. Kevin Hunt unfortunately was not performing so well in the DSTV, as it was called at the time. Then unfortunately he was below top 8, and the management was angry. They said, we want you to be in the top 8, and he said that it's going to be a little bit difficult. Eventually he was sacked. To make a long story short, the problems of Chiefs then continued when they lost the league on the last day of the season. They lost the league in the last 30 minutes of the season. They went to the CAF Champions League and lost it second half. Psychologically, that destroyed the boys. It took time. Nasruddin Nabi inherited a team that was finished, inherited a team that did not have quality. And several times he would go to the media and said, I need quality players. Of course, the recruitment of Chiefs has been very, very well this season. This window that we're just coming from in this season, and we saw a burst of confidence, and we saw Chiefs performing well in the first 5 games of the season. And when Nabi came, he drew against Sundowns and lost against Kukune, and that's where he was sacked. Now the assistants are at helm, and it remains to be seen what's going to happen. But we know that this has been an ongoing thing when Chiefs bring in Mulefenseki as the head of youth. And when the coach has a problem, they take Mulife and make him a coach. They brought Kevin Johnson, and the same thing has been happening. Even now, instead of them terminating the contract of everybody, they choose to babysit the contracts of these people, to babysit them, because according to our understanding, we can see that these guys do not want to pay them out of their contracts. But anyways, Chiefs are going to be playing against Simba. Simba is a very, very formidable side in Africa. We played against them in that season where we're in the CAF. We are going to play against them now in the Confed. It's going to be a difficult affair. It's going to be two difficult legs where Chiefs need to have the character, because in Africa you need character. Fadlu Davids was the one that was coaching Simba, and he was rumored to go to Raja Casablanca. Fadlu Davids, our South African, who did very, very well in Africa. He did very well because he reached the finals. Unfortunately, he could not win the finals. But let us see what's going to happen. We would like to believe that the coaches, we saw what happened in the Carling Black Label, that these guys, the players don't respect them. The players are talking back to them. Abo Paseka Mako are talking back to them. It's just a mess, but let's hope that they're going to turn a corner, or they have turned a corner in the international break, and when they come back, it's going to be a different ball game altogether. Don't forget to drop your comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Tango!